Welcome to this video for Lesson 2, Course Drops Without a Recorded Grade. In this video, you will learn how to use Colleague to drop a student from courses without a recorded grade. An important thing to remember is that students are dropped from courses without a recorded grade when the drops are processed on or before the official record date for a semester or session as stipulated by the academic calendar. The first step is to enter the screen mnemonic for course drops, which is RGN. Once this has been typed in, you'll click Search or Enter. On this next screen, you'll select the correct term for the course drops. In this case, you'll be working with the Spring 2014 semester, and the number 4 corresponds to this semester, and this number will be entered at the input field at the bottom of the screen, and you'll then click Open or Enter. Next, you'll need to retrieve the student record. As you learned earlier, the student record can be retrieved directly by entering the student identification number, or you can search for the student record by first and last name or by date of birth. And remember, the date of birth should be entered with a semicolon and then the letters DOB, a space, and then the student's date of birth with the month, day, and year, each in 2 digits. Once the student record has been retrieved, the student's current registered courses will appear. If a student is requesting to drop courses prior to the start of a semester or session, these courses will be dropped with a status of X. In this example, the student is requesting to drop MUSI 1306 prior to the start of the Spring 2014 semester. The first step would be to go to the status column and then click on the drop-down menu and then select X deleted. And then click Save All to save the drop transaction. Now, if a student is requesting to drop courses once a semester or session has already started, these courses will either be dropped with a status of D or a status of W. If a student will be dropping courses but will be remaining registered in at least one course, the courses will be dropped with a status of D. However, if the student will be dropping all of their courses, the courses will be dropped with a status of W. In this example, a student is requesting to drop MUSI 1306 after the Spring 2014 semester has already started. They will remain registered for HIST 1301. So in this case, MUSI 1306 will be dropped with a status of D. The first step would be to go to the status column and then click on the drop-down menu and then select D, dropped, and then click Save All to save the drop transaction. In this next example, a student is requesting to drop all of their courses for the Spring 2014 semester after the semester has already started. Since a student will be dropping all of their courses, the courses will be dropped with a status of W. The first step would be to go to the status column and then click on the drop-down menu and then select W withdrawn, and then you would process the same step for the next course, which is HIST 1301. You'd go to the status column, click on the drop-down menu, and then select W withdrawn, and then click Save All to save the drop transactions. As you learned earlier, there is a co-requisite block that you may encounter when attempting to register a student for courses. This block will also be in effect when processing course drops. In this example, a student is requesting to only drop BIOL 3312 and remain registered for the other 2 courses after the Spring 2014 semester has started. Since a student will be remaining registered For the other two courses, BIOL 3312 will be dropped with a status of D. However, upon clicking Save All, you receive the following message. BIOL 311201 requires registration in BIOL 3312. In this case, BIOL 3312 and BIOL 3112 are co-requisites and must be taken together. So the student will either need to be dropped from both courses or remain registered for both courses. So you would click OK. And then at this point, you will either proceed with a course drop for the co-requisite BIOL 3112, or if the student will remain registered for both BIOL 3312 and BIOL 3112, you would click Cancel All to cancel the drop transaction and close out of the student's record. This concludes our video for Lesson 2. Please proceed to the Lesson 2 quiz, or please feel free to go back and watch this video again before taking the quiz.